It's like the aftermath of a bombing. Hurricane Otis, which hit the western states of Mexico, the resort city of Acapulco with a population of about 1 million people, is beginning to come to repair the effects of the rampant disaster, leaving nearly 1 million people without power. Acapulco International Airport has announced the suspension of flights until further notice, as its facilities have been badly damaged by the high winds and rains. Sadly, the death toll was not without loss of life, the number of which is not yet known, but it is reported that at least 16 patients died at the IMSS hospital alone due to the power outage, but searches are still ongoing. The day after Hurricane Otis roared down the coast of the Mexican city of Acapulco, causing widespread flooding and looting, the resort town of nearly 1 million people was in a state of x+aos, leaving residents without power and internet, with the death toll uncertain due to the outage. Video and reports captured widespread destruction, fallen trees, and power lines, lying in brown floodwaters that in some areas stretched for kilometers. The resulting devastation delayed a comprehensive response by the government, which was still assessing the damage along Mexico's Pacific coast, and left residents desperate. Many of the once elegant coastal hotels in Acapulco looked like toothless, shattered hulks the day after a Category 5 hurricane blew out thousands of windows and doors. Authorities seemed universally displeased. Although about 10,000 troops were stationed in the area, they lacked the tools to clear tons of mud and fallen trees from the streets. Hundreds of lorries from the state energy company arrived in Acapulco early Thursday morning, but didn't seem to know how to restore power as downed power lines lay in feet of mud and water. It took authorities nearly all day Wednesday to partially reopen the main highway linking Acapulco to the state capital of Chilpancingan, Mexico City. The vital land link allowed dozens of ambulances, personnel, and trucks carrying supplies to reach the stricken port. Acapulco's commercial and military airports were still too badly damaged to resume flights. Acapulco's Diamond Zone, an oceanfront neighborhood teeming with hotels, restaurants, and other tourist attractions, looked mostly underwater in drone footage that 40 TV published online Wednesday afternoon. Boulevards and bridges were completely hidden by a huge lake of brown water. Large buildings have had their walls and roofs partially or completely blown off. The lobby of one badly damaged hotel had solar panels, cars, and debris knocked out. In some neighborhoods, people waded waist-deep in water, while in other, less flooded streets, soldiers removed rubble and fallen palm leaves from the pavements. On Wednesday night, the city was plunged into darkness. There was no telephone service, but some people were able to use satellite phones provided by the Red Cross to let family members know they were okay. Acapulco, Tecpan, and other towns along the Costa Grande in Guerrero State were badly affected. Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador said Thursday morning. He said conditions were so bad that communication in the area was completely lost. Such a hurricane had not been seen in Mexico's history.